All right, we're gonna start this video off by saying that if you're new here, which a lot of people are, to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, helps support me, so that it's worth me making content. We're gonna get into pulling the NA apart forever now. So this is gonna be the last time the car will ever run. I don't know what's going to happen to the shell after this, but it's not really my concern at this point. It's March, and we're trying to move in April, so I have a month to get this car in running and driving condition so that I can drive it to the new house. I don't know if the new house is going to have a garage. I don't even know what the new house is yet. But the old house, garage is empty. So we're going to get it pulled in and we're going to get it tore apart. I know I already did a video of me pulling the motor out of this, and I already did a video of me pulling the transmission out, but I'm disassembling the car really far this time. So I'm still going to time lapse it. I'll just probably run the time lapse faster. So if you want to skip through, that's fine. My gimbal thing again. I didn't use it because it was a pain in the ass, but my kid got a hold of my regular phone mount and broke the leg off. So it's here. I apologize. Hopefully I get better at it. I'm not gonna go buy another one whenever I have this thing. So if I can figure it out, then it should make for better video. But you might have to live with me through some growing pains. Go ahead and add those into the me clearing my throat every 15 seconds thing and waving my hands around like I'm stupid and kind of rambling on like I don't know what I'm talking about. YouTube pains. So all I've done so far is take my subwoofer crap out, clean the inside of the car out. That wasn't in the car, but the rest of that crap was. My starting fluid. If anybody knows, Jesus, a good tuner in the Tampa, Florida area who does up rev, let me know. I could be stepping on my foot here, but I had Martin from RS Enthalpy do the tune on this car, and I am not happy with it at all. I have to use started fluid to start the car once it's hot, and now it's not what it should be. Now, I will say he has offered for me to bring the car back and fix it, but like, it's a whole process. And I gotta schedule a day, and like, The other part is I need a tuner who can do the tune on the car and then give me the tune file without it being password protected. Because stuff like this that I just did, it's like 30 seconds worth of settings to tune the car for the intake manifold, and I can't do it because my tune file is locked. So I'm willing to pay, obviously. That's a future problem though. The reason I started this clip, trunk. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but this car originally had power steering whenever I first did the swap. And I let a friend, which, I mean, he's a friend now. He wasn't then. He was just a stranger. Drive it. And fun fact, regular braided stainless AN line is only good for like 700 PSI, and power steering can get up to like 1400 PSI. Secondary fun fact, rubberized undercoating turns to mush when it gets transmission fluid on it. So yeah, 10 out of 10, do not recommend that. If you're gonna do the power steering, no, the power steering is great. That pump was amazing. I just went to full electric on the NB just because I didn't want the noise of the pump running. But the pump was great. But make sure that you do PTFE line if you're going to do this pump. I kind of felt guilty and like sentimental when I started taking the Miata or the NA apart. So I decided to start with the back. That way the car still runs and I don't feel like I'm destroying it yet. So we're gonna get this rear end swapped over out of this car into this one. I guess I'll throw this one on time lapse because I already took this one out and the bolts aren't all rusted. Alright, I got the diffs out, the rear end's out. I don't know how much of the time lapse I'm including, trying to make it entertaining, but it's kind of hard to make it entertaining when it's just taking shit and moving it from one place to the other. Not exactly fast, but look what I found. So this is my 8.8 rear end. I made these brackets, and what these are is it's 4 of these thick ass 1-inch box tubing welded together and then welded to the subframe. Well, I already went through and did all the stitch welding because Taylor Ray split one and I watch his videos. Well, mine also split. So gonna get in there with a burr bit to try and clean some of it up. So we're gonna wire wheel all that down on both sides. This side's not cracked, but I got this plate. I'm gonna make triangles and triangulate it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it here in the middle or if I'm just gonna do it on this edge or what. Kind of figure that out whenever we get there. But it's like midnight, so we're gonna pick it up tomorrow. And there we go. It's not exactly the most pretty, but it's plated up enough to help. I'll get it put in this turd now. Alright, I cut that time lapse short because nobody wants to see me just put a bunch of bolts in. Look at that. He's officially up in there. I threw the wheel on the other side, but it's the same as this side. 1.8 brakes, NB brakes, whatever, with an 1.25 inch spacer. I also did braided stainless lines. Can't really see them in this video because the light, but trust me, they're in there. I'm gonna set it down and see what it looks like. There it is. It's in my wife's car for lights. I guess I gotta get a different spacer. It's not perfect, but it'll work to start out. And it looks good. Yeah. On to the next thing. Wanted to hear what it sounded like with no exhaust. You seen what I did on the time lapse. Roll bar out. I already went through and drilled all the holes. Threw a little bit of black paint on them, that way they don't rust. We're just gonna throw it in and then pick up after that. Yeah, that's it installed. All bolted in. We're gonna close this one out by stabbing the rear end back in this car and putting it on the ground, but not gonna film it. Just do a little clip at the end and then I'll close the video. And that's it. We are officially fully swapped over. Eight. Nothing. So I'm gonna close it here because I was doing a little bit of like midway editing and I realized the video was already gonna be like 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try and cut it down some, but that's gonna be it. Well, I don't know where I'm gonna start from here. I'm probably just gonna work my way from the back to the front.